So I just wrapped up a very hurried and fast-paced look at 3 different aspects of the Xbox One. The first was a look at the controller and the new vibrations that are in it. The controller, it feels familiar, but feels a little bit sturdier. The sticks feel a lot better, and the D-pad, especially for those who wanted to use it for a fighting game, I think it's going to be far more satisfying. In terms of the vibration, we didn't play anything in a game proper, but we had about 6 demos: a car revving its motor, a heartbeat going across the chest, sort of resistance coming from a wheel, and also firing a laser pistol. It's really neat. The new vibration that's in the triggers is really interesting because it is a very precise sensation that can come on very quick and then pull off, especially in the case of the heartbeat. It works well in conjunction with the traditional rumble that you're getting out of the sticks in the palm of your hand that are a little bit more holistic. Obviously, in this example, it was more kind of like, okay, that's what you can do with it. I did ask a question if the rumble that you get out of the triggers could also provide resistance, say in a quick time event, or if you're trying to do a grapple, if suddenly you're going to be fighting a little bit more with your finger than you normally would if you were shooting a gun. They said that it was possible. This is something that's obviously would be in the developer's hands, but there seems to be a lot of potential there in terms of the far too frequently used word immersion. Yeah, it does actually make you feel a little bit more involved in the sensation of what's happening on the screen. Once again, we did not see the application in a game proper, but I can say that it looks like there is some potential to at least enhance the gameplay experience. Now, the second part of our tour was with the Kinect sensor. This was very impressive. They showed us both the skeletal model, a larger model that really showed all the points of articulation in the joints. And as I was up there kind of moving my legs around, it is pretty impressive how it is reading it, and it felt far more one-to-one than what you're getting out of the Kinect that you're playing on right now. The one that was quite impressive is something that showed the musculature of the skeletal model, and that when doing a thrust, you could see the expansion of the thigh as it normally would. That level of detail, once again, we didn't see its application in a game, but you can only imagine how that would benefit the experience, especially if somebody wants to return to Steel Battalion. It might actually work this time. What was also quite interesting is the way in which it reacted to light. Traditionally, you turn down the lights, the whole screen goes black, and when this happens and the light level gets low, it did a sort of night vision effect. And it was a little bit on the creepy side, but I have to say that sometimes someone's going to find something interesting to do with that. More importantly is the depth of field is far broader. I never really enjoyed the initial Kinect because my place in LA, I sat so close to the television screen, it was absolutely useless. This allows you to be very close and also allows you to be a little bit further away. It really seems to be more based on your height than it does the actual distance between you and the sensor. Now, there's one bit, apparently this is something that's already out there. It can read your heart rate. It uses the infrared, and with imperceptible things that are on your skin and changes that are happening, it was actually showing an EKG of how my heart was going. I don't know if I even want to see that in a game, but it does highlight the fact that this is a far more advanced type of motion detection that's coming out of the sensor, and something that in the right hands could truly be enhancing gameplay. Now, the final thing, which was very, very rushed and did not involve any hands-on, was a rotating tape of what you could do with Skype involving 4 people talking together. I can say, and this is true for the Kinect 2 demo as well, that at 1080p, the visual fidelity is there, and I think people might be a little bit more comfortable interacting via video. Although, you know, if you got something in your teeth, someone's going to see it. So this was a nice sense of, once again, the non-gaming or, you know, not specific to a game applications that seem to be advanced aspects of the Xbox One. It may not be mind-blowing, but it really shows that they are fine-tuning things that they found successful in the last generation, and hopefully, in the right hands, we can see something very interesting come from it.